for those of you that have been here before, you know, I really like hot baths. I like to take breaks from online because no one really pays me for that yet. But the online is like, can be really cool and also very hostile. People like, I think humans in general like to make other people feel bad, especially online. You know, I feel like people should be nicer to each other online, and that's why I don't make that many videos anymore. But I'm gonna try to make some more videos because I lost my job, and I think the future is better because I hated that job. Now, I just want to connect again. Because last time I really connected with the world is really cool. I'm a pretty intense person, so I really like to lay in the bath to calm down and get better with my thoughts and work through my trauma. I think there's way too much trauma in the world these days, and it would be a better world if we could all, help each other work through our trauma instead of just being too busy. I mean, I know it's hard because I like to lay in bed. Really like to lay in bed. If I go outside and it's a nice day, then I'll just go lay in a field of grass. And people are telling me, like, get another job. You know, poke my head out there, but I didn't like my last job, so I'm not anti-work, but I am anti-trauma. I think that I'd like to have a job that makes me want to be alive rather than dead. And I mean, I like talking. And I think I'm pretty dope. As in, like, cool. Or as in, like, an interesting person. So I feel like people would really be interested in a lot of the things that I have to say. Like, did you know that the light from the sun gets here? It takes like a long time to get here, or like a few minutes. So that, like, when you look at the sun, you're actually looking at the past. But that also goes for everything. Like, anything you see, the light has to bounce off of it to travel to your eye. So maybe it's like a millisecond before. Yeah, I said a millisecond. It's really gloomy outside right now. That's how it kind of starts in LA in the mornings sometimes. Hold on. And then later in the day, sometimes most of the time it'll get ungloomy. Like, the best days are when it starts off beautiful from the morning. But some days it most days it starts off gloomy in the morning because of the mist and the fog from the ocean and the hills. And then the sun will come out and be pretty, and it'll make the clouds go away, and it'll be a beautiful day. So we'll just go lie in a field of grass, or lay in a field of grass. And I like laying in fields of grass, especially at music festivals. I like to go to music festivals and dance really hard. And lay in fields of grass too. And look up at the sky. You know, whether it's day or night, I like to look up at the sky, maybe see clouds. Clouds are extra pretty in a blue sky, and a blue sky is extra pretty with clouds. And I like to meet people. I met a lot of people at my last job because I worked in retail, and most people are mean. But if you help 1,000 people, you might meet a few nice people and a few people that are on your vibe, and maybe even a new friend, which is cool because I like to network. But I'm not really a normal person. I'm kind of extreme, and I don't really give a fuck. If you're putting me in a hostile work environment, which they were, I was like, look, you're paying me like minimum wage. You don't pay me to like really care because you're abusing me. So why should I care about you? You know, I'm talking about like your employer. Which is funny because like just all of America is really, there's not a lot of good jobs. Like, I mean, all the minimum wage jobs are very abusive. You know, we have to like get the law involved just to have breaks. And I saw on Instagram today a guy that sued every job he ever been in. And the least he got was like 30,000, or no, 10,000. It's like, the truth is, like, all these companies are violating all, like, the workers' rights laws. But it's hard to, like, talk to a lawyer about it. It costs money to really hire a lawyer if you really believe in your case. And some lawyers, like, I mean, if you just get the evidence, they can hire them pro bono. So, like, I guess that's, like, a big thing I'd like people to learn. Is that you should really stand up for your rights, because we haven't been standing up for our rights. Like, the whole prison industry is a private industry designed to make people slave work and also die. Like, 10% or more of people that go to prison, I think, die. And that's not like a regular death rate. And it's also just torture. Like, if we're really gonna bring justice to people, shouldn't we be like the bigger people and, you know, just separate them from society, put them in timeout, maybe give them some video games so they don't go crazy, maybe some decent food, and maybe not charge them to call their loved ones all the time. Because I just imagine, like, you know, what those people go through, what everybody goes through, and that we're all connected. So why are we all being so mean and just like trying to make people suffer? You know, if you want to make me to suffer, or you want to put me in prison for like taking medicine, just kill me instead. You know, I read a philosopher once that said, like, if you're gonna deprive a person of like even like a minute of their life, which is like the extreme principle of it, but like, if you're gonna like deny me of a whole day, if you're gonna steal my time from me, even for a minute, shouldn't you just like kill me instead? Like, or that's not what he said. He said that depriving a man of his freedom for any amount of time was essentially the same as killing him principle-wise, like, because you're stealing his time, you're stealing his life. And I prefer like good vibes and like good intentions. So I'm trying to learn how to like help the world and do good in the world. It's just to be a beautiful person. So if you know how to be beautiful, like let me know. Cause I know how to like live really beautiful days, and I think I'm really pretty. But I'm also kind of like manic. Like I'll have like 100, 200 to the best days of my life in a row, and then like something will happen, and it'll just send me into like a spiral of depression instead of the spiral of happiness, which is what I'm really looking for. So I'm just saying, man, it's cool just to be able to say what you want, and I'm gonna try to make a lot of videos, and I say try because I don't know if I really want to. I'd like to get out there. I like to get a mansion. For my good luck or beat up. I like to get a mansion so that I could have people sing songs and meditate and talk about truth in the universe and what it is to be alive. Like the most profound word in my life, and kind of having to do with the higher power, is the word being. Most of the religions actually, their word of name of God translates into the word being. So it's like the higher power is really like the true being, the self. We are beings. We are alive. If you're watching this, you're alive. And I've just been sitting in bed playing Diablo 4 all the time for like a month or two because I got depressed over something that hurt my feelings. And as on Diablo 4, it's amazing graphics. It's amazing graphics. And you can just slay demons all day, and it gets faster and faster and bigger demons. Right now I'm fighting Uber Lilith because I love titties. And I'm also doing nightmare dungeons, so it's like I'm in my room. And honestly, like, I'm glad not to be homeless anymore, but it's a small room and I don't have enough space to make art or even use, like, the kitchen is in my room and it's just one room, and thank God I have a bathtub. Thank God. Really, bathtub. I can't live without a bathtub. I love baths. If you're a dude, or if you're anybody, you should know that self-care is very important to take care of yourself. You don't want to lay around in bed for too long. I mean, it's okay to lay in bed for a while, but you don't want to lay in bed for too long, because it can be pretty outside, and maybe in your destiny you're supposed to meet people or do something cool or just get excited, and you can't really dance in your bed. I mean, I have before, but dance better on a dance floor, or I think I can dance the best in like a field of grass at like a music festival with big speakers. And I mean, that's just like everything I've been thinking about every day. It was so wonderful to like blow up online last time. I was just talking about the best days of my life and how I was listening to music and Bene, and I was getting out of the funk, and then as I was just starting to live the best days of my life, I got a following on TikTok. And for 10 days, I talked to hundreds or at least thousands of people just about life, how beautiful it is, and saying how you just have to say that today's the best day of your life. You'll have the best day of your life because you're so powerful that your words and your thoughts create reality, and you have to be somebody you have to be who you are to be set free. And it's weird today because a lot of freedom has to do with money and society and the opinion of you. And I always thought I'm like the coolest person on the planet. And I think I am the coolest person on the planet, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of other cool people out there, and not always cool. You know, I don't always got my shit together, but when I'm cool, I'm the fucking coolest. But there are other cool people out there for sure. And, you know, that's why we love, like, a lot of people, like musicians and artists. I think are the most loved people because we make music for people. And music is just some of the most beautiful stuff I've ever experienced. Music is so beautiful. I got some water in my ear. So I think I'm just like so lucky just to be able to post videos that somebody alive might see about how real life is, that I'm a real person. And that a lot of the time I feel like nobody cares about me at all. And like the higher powers wants too much from me, like from all of us. Like I've been to court before, and then my lawyer said he wanted $25,000 retainer, and I didn't even do anything. And that's a lot of money because I don't even like money. You know, I work, every moment of my life is my work. It's an art. And I work hard to pay my rent doing jobs that aren't challenging enough for me or make me depressed or traumatize me. And it feels like the world or society wants me to traumatize myself just to get money, so I can have a place where I can take a bath and have shelter from the storm, you know? And I think we're way too hard on everybody. There's a lot of homeless people in that city, and you know, it's hard, like your health just deteriorates. And then I got a job, and so I'm able to take a hot bath and my health deteriorates less, but my job was killing me. You know, I started working retail, and if ever I'd have a beer like on the weekends, maybe one beer, I barely ever drank. And then when they finally got rid of me because they said I wasn't paying attention enough because I was too bored, that I was up to like a half a bottle of whiskey every day. I started not drinking at all, and then 2 years later I'm an alcoholic, and I want to go to AA because I want to do beautiful things. accidentally hurt people. I want to live a good life. And I want people to be able to talk more to other people. And, you know, I've just been trying to get space. Because people have like a really big aura and it affects me really strong. Just to like walk by somebody in the street. Everybody means really a lot to me. And if you comment on this video, I will read your comment. So I hope it's a really nice comment. And the way that we can make the world a better place, because I'm so angry at all the pain that people just unnecessarily throw at each other. And it's just them projecting, but sometimes it can infect you, it can make you hurt, and then you hurt other people. And I think our whole society is just so much pain that we're not talking about, that we're all hurting each other in ways that we don't even realize. You know, like the whole medical industry is a scam, and we don't really help people. And even if you can get health insurance, the doctors don't really study like all possible ways to heal people. They just focus on the ones that the corporations pay money for, like pills and hardcore surgeries and things that they can sell. And like high fructose corn syrup is high fructose corn syrup causes cancer, and most countries made it illegal. But in America, where the corporations pay everyone off, it's in everything. It's in like almost all soda. So I tried just to drink Mexican colas in the glass bottles because Mexico made high fructose corn syrup illegal. So why doesn't America? I guess because it's proven that high fructose corn syrup causes cancer. And cancer treatment costs a lot. And the insurance companies don't really cover it. I mean, unless you have like a really good trauma job, you know, or you're really lucky and you figured out how to be a great person and help other people in ways that is easier for you without traumatizing yourself. And like all our food, it's like makes me sick. Like all of it has pesticides and it's just not good for you. And I don't even know what to eat anymore. I feel like there's almost no food to eat that doesn't make me sick. Really. It's really hard to find food that doesn't make me sick because I guess they just make more money giving us trash food, you know, that we still have to pay for because we have to be alive, or that's what everyone makes us want to be alive. You know, if somebody's having a hard time, we help them until they're just not in pain, but we don't help them. But maybe they're still in pain, or maybe I just want to find ways to make people less in pain. Because I've been in a lot of pain. And I don't want to be in pain. I want to be happy and feel good. And just have a beautiful life. And I want to help other people have a beautiful life. Because I think everybody deserves a beautiful life, for sure. It's not easy being a human a lot of the time. And what's beautiful is that humans can be happy that you can have a beautiful life. And I think we could all have a beautiful life. And I think if people wanted to talk to me or to help me make other people have a beautiful life, I think we could all just talk about living a beautiful life. So I think I want to post these videos. So that maybe if even one person can be like, identify with me and be like, yeah, I feel it, man. And you know, a lot of us know the secret's just to say that you're having a beautiful life. I'm having a beautiful life. That today is the best day of my life. And I could even have better days. I might go out and have some eggs and bacon. I might go lay in a field of grass. I might send memes to my best friends. Maybe meet up with them and take videos of them acting stupid, because I don't want to forget my friends and the beautiful people that have been there for me in my life when I was down. And even if they didn't have the strength to help me, because life's hard, at least they pretended to care. Or maybe they really did care. Because they're alive and they know what it's like to be alive. And if anybody wants to give me a squeaky duck, my duck doesn't squeak. I want a squeaky duck. But this is my lucky duck, because it's got a pot of colds, and the redheads are lucky. And yeah, I've been interested a lot, and I think a lot of people want to like just watch this whole thing, because it's so long, and we all have really short attention spans. But I think maybe one day people might look back on me as somebody who was really cool and made really fascinating art about a higher power, about what it is to be alive, who danced really hard, someone who danced really hard and loved really passionately and wrote poetry without even thinking about it. I never wanted to traumatize myself. I never wanted to focus too hard, but I just let the focus flow through me. I just let what it is to be alive come out of me on the paper and pen. And I'm still learning how to do that. I'm still learning how to have a beautiful life and just how to be a beautiful person, or just be a person at all. And I don't know where I can post videos that are longer than 28 minutes. Or I guess I could break up the videos and put them on YouTube. But I don't even like YouTube or TikTok, because they always take your stuff down just for being extreme or real or authentic. And a lot of the people that even are said to come from nothing making YouTube videos, they were backed by a secret financial backer or something. I don't have much resources. I'm just a man in a tiny apartment on Hollywood Boulevard in my bathtub. And people say that I shouldn't make videos of me talking in my bath. But I feel like my bathtub is where I can be the most honest and open and authentic person. Just where I can relax and explain what it is to be alive. And I think if enough people liked and subscribed to my videos, or helped me get a good job that I love, that I could really help the world a lot, because I make beautiful things and I encourage people to be beautiful and positive, even though sometimes I just wish the whole world would end because it's so hard sometimes. You get stressed out and you can't find any mercy. Like if your car gets towed or you lose a loved one, it can be really hard to be alive. And it's sad that our system has just come to this point of traumatizing people to get its way. Through all this paperwork that we were all just trying to have our space and be safe, but then it got carried away and now it just traumatizes everybody and everybody's so traumatized. I know I am. And somebody said I should go to AA and I'm trying to go or just talk to people, but it's so hard to get out of bed and get outside. And then I'll like have an appointment and I'll know where I'm gonna go and I'll be so tired because I'm just so tired because I'm sad. But I'm also happy that I'm okay. I just wanted somebody to talk to. So I figured I'd just put up this video, maybe make a bunch of videos, and too many videos, so nobody could really see what I was saying. It's just too much to really appreciate because we all got short attention attention span. And we don't really have time to talk about life, how beautiful it is, and just relax and take a deep breath. So I think I'm just gonna start making videos of me talking about life. And see if people can help me get to the right platform or the right people, and we can work together to live the best days of our life, because I know I'm not alone. I'm not the only person that wants to live beautiful days every day, stress-free, blessed days. So I want to bless you. And I hope there's somebody out there could bless me and help me find the resources to maybe have a cool party, because I throw the best parties. Maybe that's why I get so sad sometimes, because when you have such a great time, inevitably, life's like a roller coaster and the universe tries to balance out. So you're having a great time, maybe that was sad time too. Or you can just learn how to be positive all the time. There must be a way. That nothing's too good to be true. Maybe that's all you have to do. You just have to say nothing's too good to be true. You could have a positive day every day for the rest of your life. You could be a positive person. No matter what happens. You could have a beautiful day, and maybe having a beautiful day. Being a positive person makes all your dreams come true. And I think that this video is part of that. This video of me sitting in a bathtub, or all the videos of me sitting in bathtubs, and maybe I'll make thousands of videos of me just talking for thousands of hours of my days as a human being. And then I'll go out and I'll find people that are positive, that are safe to be around, and that can take my life in a beautiful trajectory because they have good vibes and they align with my vibes. And together we'll figure out how to help even more people. And we're gonna make the world a beautiful place. And maybe one day people will be in movie theaters, just watching big screen videos of me in the bathtub talking about how to live a beautiful life, or maybe just at home. You could just leave this on in the background, think about life, how we can make better food, learn how to be healthier, not just by paying people for it, and learn how to be mentally stronger just by acknowledging the power of our words and our thoughts, and not letting the way other people treat us determine how we feel, until we can surround ourselves with good people that we trust to amplify our good feelings and our peace and our positive mind. And like this video, it's honestly, it's a cry for help. Not just for me, but for everybody that has looked for help and ended up just people keep hurting them because people don't even know how to help. You know, I'd have negative thoughts and I'd tell people, and then I'd end up locked in a room screaming and crying. Or not even screaming and crying, just in pain inside, screaming. And you don't get any better in there. With the people, they just make you not even talk about the problems that you have. And once you stop talking about it, you say whatever they want you to say, they'll let you go. But that's not how you help people. I think when you want to help people, you gotta listen to them in a positive environment. Maybe on a couch or in a field of grass. I think we should really take people out to fields of grass. Like, we should have, like, does anybody do that? We should all just go meditate in a field of grass. So you know what? I'm gonna make some posters and maybe put them around the area and be like, let's go meet up at this time and let's go meditate in a field of grass, because there are people out there. There's so many of us, and we've been so confused by social media and short posts and what we're supposed to do to just survive and support ourselves and buy fancy cars so we can impress other people and get to choose who we hang out with. You know, like Marilyn Manson said, some people want to be used, some people want to be abused, and some people just want to have positive experiences with other people. Some people just want to share a beautiful experience of life, and we don't know how, because you gotta get silly to have fun, and being silly pisses other people off unless they're on your vibe of silly. So maybe if we just go meditate all together in a field of grass, keep living life peacefully and positively, we'll be able to just align with each other and learn who's really meant to be part of our silly. No, I'm really silly as fuck. I'm kind of a weirdo. Lived in Austin, now I live in Hollywood, and our motto was always, you know, keep Austin weird. Hollywood's weird as fuck. You know? And then some people in Austin and Texas hurt me real bad, so I had to leave Texas. I miss all my friends there. But it turns out I really didn't have that many friends, you know? I was talking to thousands of people every day. I was an artist. And I didn't care about money. I just sleep on couches and go party with people and have fun and make art. And anybody whose couch I stayed on, I'd make them a piece of art. And I'd leave it there. I'd live in co-ops with tons of people. And I'd just leave new art in the hallways. The shit I just scribble fun shit. You know, just colors and smash it all together. It wasn't always about what it was saying, just about the feeling I had when I made it. even if nobody watches this, I'm really like my own therapist now. I like to be like, I don't have a license or anything, but if you need to talk to somebody, I'll talk for a little at least. Until one day people acknowledge me for the value of my time, because I do really amazing work. Just talking to people, I think. But I don't want to get a license. I don't want to be confined by a system. I want to get weird. I want to get deep and extreme. You know, all my fingers are got a little pruny. And I'm not, my hand's not even in the water. What about this? Oh, this one's real pruny finger. Anyway, I'm real good at just talking about life. My favorite movie is The Matrix or Fight Club because they're just so serious about how everything is fucked. And you gotta go crazy to really live. To really learn who you are, you gotta go a bit crazy. Some bouts of madness. Right now, people would probably say I'm mad as fuck sitting here with a rubber duck talking about life, making a feature film about how to be positive and beautiful and how we could try to maybe get some decent food in this fucking country that's not $100 a meal. And how corporations are blocking real science so that they can just keep spending money. So like I saw on Instagram, there's this guy, I don't know if it's real, but they said that he did experiments on growing cherry tomatoes, where he just filtered the light, and the tomato cherry trees got so big just by putting in pure light without ultraviolet and X-ray light, and they got like 15 feet tall and had thousands of cherry tomatoes instead of just the small ones we do, which even if we go organic, you know, there's just so many ways we could maybe even make free energy. Like I saw evidence of like ways you can make machines that you put electricity in and more comes out. Some people would say that that's beyond scientifically possible, but some people say it's true. Now, I don't know what is, but there's a lot of studies out there that Monsanto chemicals cause cancer, and that high fructose syrup causes cancer, and even like all the petroleum in our soap stuff causes cancer, and we rub it all over ourselves every day, and there's fluoride in the water. And, well, definitely the pipes ain't clean, and I don't know how bad fluoride is, but I sure feel like the Egyptians in the pineal gland had something right about it with like their symbol for Horus and Ra, and there's a lot of truth to our spiritual self, and some of these so-called conspiracies, and that maybe 5G isn't horrible, but it might cause cancer and might, you know, it definitely affects vibration, you know, because we're all just way more sensitive than we really acknowledge, and corporations and just, you know, the system, people doing their jobs, just really ram a lot of shit down our throat. Now a lot of us are working jobs we don't like just to buy shit to distract us, and so I might just make like a 3-hour video of me in the bathtub. I feel like I'm on a roll right now. I feel like a lot of you ain't sit through this long. It's probably really boring, you know. I got a short attention span. I gotta have this happening, that happening, like some action movies. Sometimes, like, I watched, what's that new Thor movie. It's not Thor, but Extraction 2, I think it is. But with that guy who's Thor, he seems really nice. But that movie, Extraction 2, I was bored the fuck out of it. It just really bored me. Very violent and too coordinated almost. Like predictable, I guess. You know, I really preferred John Wick. John Wick, the last one, John Wick 4, the scene where they're all dancing in the club while those two are like killing each other. Nobody even cares now. Fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. And you know, if you make a movie, you gotta change scenes. You know, I always wanted to make movies. I'm just too lazy to do editing. I paid a lot of people to make a documentary about my life, but I need to find somebody sober because it ain't worked out. And I don't have much money left. But I think this video could go a long way. You know, just being honest in your bathtub, even if it's too long. Like, maybe I'll just put it up on YouTube, divide it up and shit. Maybe I'm just good at thinking. So you see, I'm just like trying to think myself. You know, all the stuff we're watching on Instagram, we copy it because we're trying to like get attention. Because we just don't know how like to live the most beautiful life, but we know to just like by being positive energy and aligning with what other people do. You know, they did studies about monkeys, and some of the monkeys on other islands figured out shit that other people were doing without even talking to other monkeys. And there's often, you know, some genius younger female monkey that was like learned a new way to like break open a potato, peel it, and then people would figure it out. So we're all like watching Instagram, like, how do we peel the potato of life? How do we make money, survive, live positively, find people that love us and we can love? How do we love property? And I think to do that, maybe we should just have a website where we can upload us ranting all day. Maybe that's YouTube, I don't know. I feel like everything nowadays takes down my stuff because I'm just too extreme and people get offended that I'm in a bathtub. And I'm not trying to like be suggestive or anything. I'm just like, this is where I relax. Where there's hot water and I can take deep breaths and really think about life, what I'm gonna do, what my next step is. Like just thinking about writing my resume and applying for jobs right now, so I am job searching, is almost paralyzing and traumatizing itself. I have so much trauma in life, especially from working jobs I don't like, that I'm just paralyzed at the thought of just looking at my resume and trying to spruce it up. I'm just terrified. And like anywhere that pays enough for me to live a decent life, like in LA, to live a decent life, I already need like 200 grand. You know, maybe then I could afford a decent car, could look nice, and I could have an apartment big enough for like a dog, or maybe a backyard, have some friends over once in a while. Though I'd really like a mansion so I could throw some giant parties, because I love getting silly with people. Let me tell you, I love getting silly. I love getting crazy. And in what beautiful ways. I got dance hard as fuck. People are gonna say on this video, like, that guy is fucking creepy, or he's got like weird jobs. Go, bro, you look like John Lennon. Some people say I look like David Bundy or Ted Bundy. Some people to call me a serial killer in my videos because I got long hair and I'm upfront about life. And there's so much violence in the world. I don't like violence. I honestly think we could just sit down and talk about this shit. Like, I think the reason we're all fucking pissed is because the drug war and liabilities and all the laws are so fucked up and complicated right now. You can't start your own business without a 10 grand. You can't fucking take medicine you need without losing a kidney or an arm. You can't, everything's just always such a grind. Where's your money? Where's your money? Where's your rent? Where's this or that? And then we all get so distracted, traumatizing ourselves. We're going back to that, like, because it's important to acknowledge that everything's just moving too fast for some of us. We need a place to slow down. Think, what is life? How can we live more beautifully, more peacefully? How can we help others? But it hurts to help others when we work so hard and we don't even feel respected. We're not even making enough money to pay rent or go out to have a nice dinner once in a while. And then you're doing your job the whole time, and sometimes then they just let you go, even though you gave them years of your life. Of trauma, just to try to work your way up the ladder, and then they're like, before they even give you one step up, they're just like, fuck you, get out of here. You're a goddamn idiot. And I'm like, I know I'm an idiot. That's why I'm working this shitty job for money. But I'm not an idiot in all aspects of life. I think I'm a goddamn genius when it comes just to talking about life and what I am. Like, I'm a soul. Everyone, like, I went to school, people are like, you're your physical being. I was a physicist. Then I switched to philosophy and I figured out, holy shit, my heart has an energy field. My gut has, my stomach has brain cells in it, and my heart has brain cells in it. I'm not just my brain. And maybe I'm not even just my body. I'm connected to the whole universe, and maybe it's my body what I'm most connected to. I'm a whole energy field. I'm a vibration. I'm not just a thing, but I'm a soul. I'm more than a person. I'm an energy field that's affecting other people. You see, that's pretty fucking smart. If you're out there and you know you're a beautiful person, you're smart as fuck. And sometimes we don't know nitpicky things, like I don't know how to program shit or figure out all the knickknacks of how to like build my DJ. Like, it's always been my dream to build a DJ setup because I just love music and I love the way energy flows through me, and I want to make music. And then I get on the computer and I get on Ableton Live and I just freeze up. So many buttons, things I don't know how to do. And I want to make videos. And I'm always making excuses like, oh, I can't make a video, I can't make a movie because I don't know how to edit. So I'm trying to learn, but in school there's so many things. You gotta go to school for law because the world's trying to fuck you over every corner, and then you gotta go to school for art because people don't like your art unless you already, if you want to make abstract art, you gotta be able to make regular art, otherwise it doesn't count because you're not professional. I'll have news for you. I'll scribble all over a piece of paper and it's the most beautiful art you ever seen, so I feel great about it. I'm living a beautiful life. And just scribbling on a piece of paper is evidence I'm alive. And there's electricity in me, and I am a bolt of lightning. I came here to this earth to make the world a better place, no matter how much anybody tries to bring me down. But if I'm gonna make this world a better place for everybody, I need some help. We all need some help. And we can't let people just keep holding us back from making the world a better place, let me tell you. Can't let people bring you down. Maybe sometimes you gotta go in your cave. So I read this book called Zarathustra by Friedrich Nietzsche. And it's about this guy that's like, just sometimes you gotta go in your cave and think about life. And after you think about life, come out of your cave. And you talk to people. Tell them what life really is, because you thought about it real hard. And they're too busy being alive. And he said that you should just live your life over and over. Like that you would just live your life over and over and over. Like you should live your life as though you had to live it. honestly, at this point, I made some mistakes and got caught up in some fucked up shit. I never want to have to live this life again. So I'd rather believe in like heaven, where, you know, if I could figure out how to be a good person, maybe I could go to a 10-planet constellation somewhere in the multiverse where we figured everything out and we got spaceships flying around and we could create our own universes. And just throw our own festivals where we all meet up on our spaceships on a random planet and sing and dance, scream in ecstasy of joy of life. We'll just talk in a peaceful way. And so I'm just going to leave up a trail of a massive amount of videos of me talking about life and about those experiences. And I'll probably get taken down. I've done some fucked up shit in my life. Honestly, I just wanted to talk to everybody, not just one person. I didn't want to talk to just a group either. I wanted to talk to everybody. I wanted to make a place where anybody in the world could realize that I'm a beautiful person and that maybe I deserve a mansion and a space to help people from, have like a whole film team and just go around filming, helping people or something. Like lots of people do that. Maybe I don't need a mansion, but I'd like to have a space where at least I could throw a party like once a year and just really like be as authentic as I could be, dance as hard as I could be, because I ain't never found a place that I could really do that hard, except I go to music festivals. But I want to throw my own party. I don't think I get enough recognition from being so good at partying. Some people are just good at having a good time. And I'd like some recognition. You know, maybe it just comes down to my parental issues. I never felt recognized. Never felt like my father really listened to me. Now I felt like I had a lot of good ideas. I could invest in Apple and Google and Bitcoin, and if anybody in my family that had trusted me or put out even like a little gamble on me, we'd be rich as fuck. But I ain't. But I feel rich in my soul. Feel spiritually wealthy. As I can take a deep breath and in between my thoughts and my traumas, I've had some of the most beautiful experiences in my life. And if anybody would like to bring forth the resources to have an interview or talk about this in a more entertaining way so that I don't bore you, and I'd love to make movies or anything, you know, or if you got a job that I wouldn't just hate, I'd love to work hard. I love working hard. I just need to feel valued in my work and respected in my work. I guess this will be maybe my job interview video, you know? I'm a super genius philosopher. I could talk about anything. I could tell you how to figure out the thoughts and words in your life. I can send you on a whole new trajectory. You know, last year I had 200 of the best days of my life, at least. I'm telling you, man, just beautiful days. Nights dancing in fields under the stars, talking to spirits, going out drinking with my best friends, falling in love with so many people, learning more about my boundaries and what love really is. You know, a couple times I got real hurt because the people I loved didn't love me as much as I loved them. But I learned, you know, that there was always somebody else out there to love. And really, what I really learned is that I should love myself first and the most. And now we've got a whole film. A film about trauma. A film that we didn't go too deep, but that's still pretty deep for some people. but I go real deep on it. You know, so if you want to really talk to me, I'm gonna need more resources, and I'd like to get paid just for talking about life. I'm good at that. That's my only tattoo on my whole body because I love triangles. Just love triangles. Like I feel like a triangle is like I read Platonic solids. Plato, he was a philosopher, and he talked about the soul and what it is to be free. He said the triangle is, or Pythagoras said that the triangle, or they worshipped, the Pythagoreans worshipped shapes in mathematics. And there was something about the triangle that it's the first two-dimensional shape when you add, like when you go from one dimension, which is a line, and then you go to 2 dimensions. If you put one more point equidistant from the other points, you have to draw 2 lines. And that brings a line from 1 dimension to 2 dimensions. And a triangle is the first shape which occurs when you add a 3rd point to 2 dots connected, which is a line. And I think that moving from first dimension to the 2nd dimension is a big step. And then if you put another point outside of the triangle in the 3rd dimension, creates a tetrahedron, which if you look at it from the side is a triangular pyramid, but it's also just a triangle. And if you look at it from the side like a 2-dimension, and there's like 5 shapes called the Platonic solids that are the most basic, the 5 most basic 3-dimensional shapes. And I think it's very spiritually significant. And Plato said that these shapes were alive in themselves. As much as we're alive, they're just speaking from another dimension, way beyond ours, way beyond an infinite amount of dimensions. And if you want to find the truth behind life in your soul, you should focus on these 5 Platonic solids. You can look it up online. It's called the Platonic solids. And I mean, that's like the crescendo of this whole movie, because it's like over an hour now that I've just been talking in the tub. I'm getting wrinkly and the water's starting to get cold and I can't turn on the water. I feel like I talked about it a lot. And maybe an editor could break up this video into smaller videos. TikTok, or maybe not. Maybe nobody wants to hear what I have to say, but I think I say what I say in a really cool way. And I think it was fun. I think I had a lot of fun in this past hour just talking about life. And I worked through a lot of trauma, just explaining the obvious shit that maybe all of us already know. But I needed to hear it. So I've just been kind of down, and I'm getting back up again. I'm gonna get out of my cave and come back in the world. I'm gonna take the time to find a job that I love. And this is what I love doing. I love talking about life. And I hope that one day I could get enough viewers and people would come and meet up with me at Griffith Park up the road just to meditate in a circle or have a giant picnic. I want you to know that as a one man and as an unsuccessful YouTuber, I don't have the strength to help everybody. I can't get you a new place or a new job. I mean, maybe if I got enough followers, I could employ a lot of people. But I think that just for the right people to see this video, if you're going through a hard time like me, and you also also know what it's like to live beautiful days or you don't. I just hope, because I love making these videos talking about laughing. I think if these videos could help enough people, I just hope that these videos help people, because this is what I love. I love to dance too, and over on my Instagram, Atomic Wizard, you see me dancing. I hope that me dancing could bring you joy, because it brought me joy. So I'd love to bring joy just by bringing myself joy, and I think that's everyone's dream come true. Is to be able to bring joy to others by doing what you love. I'd like to believe that I love everybody. I'd like to believe that we can make the world a better place. And I believe in a thing called love. And I believe that if one day I can get the following that I've always sought, and I can meet the right community of people where we could fight to make the world a better place just by loving and talking about things. There's a lot of things I want to talk about that we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube, and they'll definitely take down my videos, but I think it's important we talk about it. If I never get the resources or the backing and the support I need to talk about it with the right people, then the whole world's gonna miss a beautiful opportunity just to see me talk to people. And maybe a lot of y'all might say I'm ugly. I know I'm beautiful. And a lot of you might be like projecting that I don't deserve to have a mansion. So I think I do deserve to have a mansion. So I would use my space to interview people and get people back on their feet and do all kinds of fun stuff. And I think maybe I don't even need that, but I think I should. I don't know what I think really. It's just this whole social media thing these days. You just gotta support enough people that maybe they support you. It just seems so fun to be supported by just talking, just making videos. Everybody loves actors. I know I do. Shout out to Brad Pitt, my favorite actor. And I'm just good at talking. So if you want to talk about something, let me know what you want to talk about it. Let's just keep it positive. So last time I blew up online, a lot of people were not positive, and I know I look like a serial killer, but I ain't. I'm a fun-loving, bath-loving, a bit of a goth hippie, I'd say, a bit of a punk, but I'm a very kind person if you're kind to me. And I think everybody has kindness inside them. Any kindness that we project, or any hate or any anger, everything we project is just, everything we say and do is a projection of ourselves. So don't let anybody else bring you down. Keep your head up and be positive. And I hope you have the best day of your life so far, and that every day is the best day of your life. And all you gotta do is wake up and say, today is the best day of my life. And I tell you, every day that I woke up ever and said, today is the best day of my life, was one of the best days of my life so far. Now, on that note, I guess I'm gonna get out of the bathtub, but I'll be back to talk more about life and the news and everything on going new these days. So, bye-bye.